The hosts of The View have done it again. This time, by doing exactly what they claim to stand against, tearing down a woman's success. It all started when Joy Behar made a shocking comment about 27-year-old Caroline Leavitt, a former Trump press secretary. Instead of discussing Leavitt's experience or qualifications, Behar smirked and suggested she was only hired because Donald Trump found her attractive. "I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Trump, she's a 10, Behar said. The backlash was immediate. Viewers were stunned. Critics slammed Behar's remark as sexist and hypocritical. One online commentator didn't hold back, calling it disgusting. But the worst part, The View prides itself on empowering women. Yet here they were, reducing a young, successful woman to nothing more than her looks. The View wasn't ready for Caroline Leavitt's clapback. If Behar thought Leavitt would sit there and take the insult, she was dead wrong. Instead of getting flustered, Leavitt came back with fire. She didn't just defend herself. She exposed The View's hypocrisy right in front of their own audience. Leavitt pointed out how Democrats have spent years painting Trump as a threat to democracy, comparing him to some of history's most notorious figures. She also called out Biden and Harris for allegedly using the justice system to target Trump, arguing that this has fueled real-world dangers, including threats to Trump's life. But she didn't stop there. Leavitt zeroed in on The View's treatment of conservative women. "This isn't new," she said, highlighting how the media routinely tries to discredit women on the right. Whether it's Kayleigh McEnany, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, or Elise Stefanik, there's a pattern. If you're a conservative woman making waves, the media will try to tear you down, not for your policies, but for who you are. Whoopi Goldberg tries to flip the script. Just when things couldn't get more heated, Whoopi Goldberg jumped in, trying to school Leavitt on wokeness. She argued that without feminist activism, Leavitt wouldn't even have her job. Women weren't invited to these tables, Goldberg insisted. "We fought hard so that you could stand at that podium." Leavitt, however, wasn't buying it. She made it clear that her success wasn't handed to her. She worked for it. And she wasn't about to let The View rewrite history to fit their narrative. The moment backfires big time. What happened next was something The View didn't see coming. Their attempt to embarrass Leavitt blew up in their faces. Clips of the exchange went viral. Social media exploded. Even people who don't typically side with Leavitt admitted she handled the situation with intelligence and confidence. Meanwhile, The View was left scrambling as the internet called them out for their double standard. The View claims to support women until they're conservative, one user tweeted. Another wrote, "Joy Behar just proved that feminism only applies if you agree with her politics." Behind the scenes, ABC executives were reportedly not happy. According to insiders, the backlash was worse than expected. Some even hinted that the network is growing tired of Behar's repeated controversies. After decades on the show, could she finally be becoming a liability? The bigger picture, media bias exposed. This wasn't just about Joy Behar making a catty remark. This was about something bigger. A media narrative that refuses to acknowledge conservative women as serious professionals. Time and time again, we see the same pattern. When a young, conservative woman rises to prominence, the media doesn't debate her policies. They attack her personally. They call her a token. They suggest she's only there for her looks. They try to delegitimize her in ways they would never dare with liberal women in the same positions. And this time, they got caught red-handed. Caroline Leavitt walks away the winner. While The View took a hit, Caroline Leavitt walked away stronger than ever. Instead of crumbling under pressure, she turned the attack into an opportunity. She didn't just defend herself. She flipped the entire narrative. By the time the segment ended, one thing was clear. The View had underestimated their guest. They expected to throw an easy insult and move on. Instead, they got a lesson in how to fight back, with poise, facts, and confidence. And the best part, America saw it happen in real time. Final thought. The View's hypocrisy is showing. For a show that claims to uplift women, The View has a bad habit of tearing down the ones they don't agree with. Joy Behar's comment wasn't just mean. It was revealing. It showed that, despite all their talk about female empowerment, The View has no problem belittling a woman if she doesn't fit their agenda. But this time, they messed with the wrong person. Caroline Leavitt didn't just survive The View's attack. She turned it into her moment. And in doing so, she exposed something The View has spent years trying